Did we get scammed? We don't think we did.
Yeah.
But if we did, they were really good.
Somebody once told me that you can take most people at face value. What they say is probably correct. Most people. We're in Lake Havasu. We're at the laundromat, and we're getting our laundry going. I'm sitting in the car just waiting for the clothes to finish the wash cycle. And there's a couple out front, a young couple, a guy and a girl, and they're big distress. I mean, she's got her hand on her face, and she's pacing back and forth, and he's on his phone, just kind of walking in the corner with his head away from me, and obviously something's going on.
And they got lots of belongings with them, like.
So I get out of the van and I go, "Hey, where are you guys going?" And he goes, "Well, we're gonna go stay the night at the Pilot." I go, "No, but where do you want to go? Where's your destination?" And he says, "Well, we're trying to get back to
New Orleans.
New Orleans, but we got to catch a bus in Las Vegas to get there. And our ride called us an hour ago and said he's not going to give us the ride."
So they had 8 o'clock bus tickets for the Greyhound bus in Las Vegas. And at 4:30, their ride said, "I'm not taking you." Yeah.
So I said, "Well," I go, "Well, how far is Las Vegas from here?" And he's like, "It's about 2.5 hours." And I go, "Well, if you want, we'll take you there. Let me talk to my wife. You guys can get in our van and we'll take you so you can catch your bus." So they said, okay. And we finished up and I gave them our card and they were kind of checking us out. The guy walked around our van. He thought he smelled marijuana or something. So he goes up to me and he goes, "I thought I could smell some marijuana around your van. Are you guys carrying?" And I'm like, no, you don't have to worry about us. We don't have anything on us.
So he was cautious.
So he seemed like he was cautious.
Which
like,
might have been a red flag number 1.
I don't know. But I thought of it as a positive. This guy, he's looking out for him and his girlfriend or whatever. So they decide that they're going to go with us and they could use the ride. And so they get in the van and we take off and Carrie's like, "Are you guys hungry?"
I hadn't had dinner yet. And so I'm like, "Are you guys hungry?" And they're like, "Yeah." So we stopped and got some dinner from Walmart, rotisserie chicken and a salad, fed them, and then we're on our way. And when she got in the van, she was crying. So I got a box of tissues out of the back and I discreetly put them on the sofa. So she was really upset.
And these guys were pretty hungry too, so it seemed like they might have went like all day without eating. I mean, They were really hungry.
Yeah, and they're really young. And he was being super attentive to her, so there was nothing like...
nothing,
she wasn't afraid of him, like she wasn't kidnapped.
Yeah, there was no like weird vibes going on there.
Mm-hmm.
So we roll up to Las Vegas.
Wait. Halfway there, I got this thought. I'm like, I really hope that she's of legal age. Because we're just taking a minor across state lines.
Yeah.
I'm like, that could be bad.
She looked young, but we didn't know. You can never tell somebody's age. Especially the young people, because they look really young.
So at what point did you ask for the ID? Give me the story of how you asked how you came to... Start with give me the... I thought she was underage. Then you came to the idea of asking for the ID. Then how did you finally ask about the ID?
So we were already, 3/4 of the way to Las Vegas when this thought it popped in my head that I really hope she's of legal age. But we didn't ask for ID until we got to Las Vegas.
Yeah, so we took them to a motel that they had already called and we thought had made reservations. But when he went inside, his driver's license is expired, so they wouldn't give him the room. And then...
He only had a picture of his expired driver's license. She presented her license, and because she was 18 and not 21, they wouldn't rent her a room.
Not to mention, that place there needed ID from everybody in the room, whether you're the person renting the room or not. And since he didn't have it, no matter what, they weren't getting a room. So they were ready to walk at that point, and they were getting their bags, starting to go away. And I was like, hey, just wait up. Let's see if we can work this out. It was nighttime, Las Vegas. Who knows where they were going to have to sleep.
Yeah, and now, she's 18. She's probably just left home. So, what do we do at this point?
So we did see another motel down the road, and it said like $39 or something. So we got him back in the van. It was only about a mile away. Took him to that next place.
Second location.
And the idea on this one is he wasn't going to be the guy that goes in there with his expired ID. That he's going to let her go in there and get the room. But they wouldn't take anybody they had to be 21 years old. They wouldn't take an 18-year-old.
And the other part is they only have like $50 for a hotel. So they're really capped out on where they're going to stay.
Yeah.
So.
Third hotel. We get there. They too say you have to be 21, but they pointed to another hotel just like a block down the road that does take people that are 18.
Well, before that, they're at their wits' end, and they're like, can you guys just rent us a hotel and our name? And all these hotels want a credit card on file. And I'm like, no, we're not putting our credit card on file.
We couldn't go that far. It'd be too tempting for somebody.
So we get to, what, the third or fourth hotel?
Yep. The fourth.
It's $100 a night now for this hotel?
You have to have a $100 deposit, and then it's like $50 a night.
And they only have $50. So we gave them $150 out of our limited grocery fund.
Yeah.
But
it was either that or they were literally going to spend, it was getting late at that point, and they were probably going to spend the night, at a gas station or something on the street. So it was, what's $150,
I like to think about it as somebody's daughter who just left home and maybe in a situation where she shouldn't really be in. And somebody was kind enough to help her so she didn't get in a bad situation. Because she was really young.
Yep. I think she was definitely learning her lesson too, because she was pretty emotional about the whole thing. So.
Mm-hmm. Because she was responsible for everything that was going on because he had no valid ID, and she had the credit cards. So, did we get scammed? We don't think we did.
Yeah.
But if we did, they were really good.
Somebody once told me that you can take most people at face value. What they say is probably correct. Most people. So, and it didn't feel like they were scamming us. If they, like Carrie said, if they were really good.
They were really good.
But I feel like we helped them. Like these guys really needed a break, and we were just happy to be there and be able to help.
And $150 is a lot of money to us, but in the grand scheme of life, it's not that much money.
It's nothing.
And if it made a difference in her life and gave her some hope. Hey,
yeah,
no.
you agree.
Yeah.
No.
And they said they'll contact us and send the money back, and we don't ever
We're not counting on that.
but
yeah.
who knows? You never know.